Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We're back with another What Sold. This is going to be part two. It's a continuation. There's a really good, strong week of sales this weekend in particular. When you see them, there's a whole bunch of stuff to pack up and ship, which I love. Definitely a good mix of items, some higher dollar, some lower dollar. Most pretty easy to ship, nothing too crazy. And I think a lot of things you guys might be able to find out there when you're trying to resell. So definitely keep an eye out. To answer a question we asked a couple videos back, it was how old I was because I posted the video on my birthday or the day after, something like that, and I had posed that question. So the first person, I think, was Deborah. She got it right. I think it was 31 years old was her guess. If I'm wrong, sorry, but I think she was the first one to put that. A lot of you were very close. Some of you were super generous and guessed even younger, which I appreciate that. And then some of you, I think, jokingly guessed even older. So for those, I understand that too. And that's my son in the background just trying to be part of the video there. But with regard to the age, I appreciate it. Most people usually guess I'm like 37, 38 years old, something like that. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just looking older. I don't have too many grays yet, so I don't know what the deal would be. But it does happen. But I appreciated everyone who kind of chimed in. And if you didn't, now you guys know how old I am. But we're going to get into the What Sold. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Hope you and your family are staying blessed. Sales are good. And hopefully some garage sales are coming here in the near future because I'm getting the itch to go out there and find some stuff. Have a great day. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with the What Sold for Thursday. A little bit lighter of a day from what we've been having. A lot of smalls going out, but we'll take it. The sum is pretty good. Pardon the CDs again, they were probably in the last clip as well. They're just working on those next to list. So let's get into it. A Mazda Protege 2001 wiring diagram sold for like 16 or 17 shipped. This is from the $500 manual buy. Happy to get rid of that. Just goes in a bubble mailer. This is a Farberware some kind of grill. I forget. Open hearth grill, I think is what it is, or open hearth thing. This is a smaller unit. They have bigger ones. This is like the little grill plate here or whatever. I bought it for 15 bucks, which is way too much to spend on it. I mean, you could sell it if it worked for about 60. This one didn't work. I was able to part off a lot of pieces, and I'll still make my money back and then some decent profit, but it's going to take a while. I'd rather be in them at about 5, no more than 10 if you know it works. This piece sold for 20 shipped. It's just light enough where if I put it in a bubble mailer, it should go first class. So that'll probably get us back basically $10 out of the 15. Then we got a couple, 4 or 5 other parts that'll sell eventually. So I like parting out the kitchen appliances, but I just got into that one a little too high. It's the first one I bought of that type as well. That only took, though, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks to sell, which for a kitchen part isn't too long. Here's an HP 62 ink, expired in 2019. That sold for 12 shipped. Some Allen Roth little bracket supports here. These sold for 20 shipped. I always look out for little, accessories for curtains or different things, especially if they have kind of a unique design, because I figure there's someone out there who is using these who broke one or, needs it, wants to add that to a different part of their collection. They like the style of it. And if you type in Allen Roth and you can just type the item number, you can usually find them. So 20 shipped on these. I'm happy with that. Here's another one of those pins. You guys probably, oh, sorry about the focus there. There we go. Oh man, we had it for a second. But it says Panasonic on there and some text. That thing ended up selling for 13 or 14 shipped. I just sold a Pioneer one, a bigger one, but a Pioneer one. That one sold. So we already got like maybe 30 or 30 something dollars just in little pins, which is cool. These are little electron vacuum tubes or whatever. You'll see on the screen, these was a lot of 6. The JG 6005, also I put 6AQ5W in the title. They sold for 40 shipped. I bought a whole bunch of those from Storage Unit Guy with a bunch of other stuff. I've probably sold almost 200 bucks worth of just the tubes. I think I spent $450 that day. It was an awesome buy. And I still have a Pearl vintage, it's called a Pearl beer cooler. That thing should go for about 300. I haven't even listed it yet. It's in my storage unit. It's packed away. I got to get to it one day. Here is a Laurel Birch Rainbow Cat Cousins, I guess, mug. We'll wipe that out a little bit better, but that sold for like 17 shipped. Not a whole lot. I think I paid 50 cents for it. I don't mess around with mugs too much, but sometimes you can make some money. Deal or No Deal sold for 8 or 9 shipped for the Wii. Here is a little Verizon hotspot thing. It's an ellipsis jetpack. Comes with the little charging cord here. That sold for like 16 shipped. I put that it needs a new card in there, but the IMEI is clean on it, so someone should be able to use that. I think that was like $1. And then here is a Natty or a Nady system, the wireless one. I have no idea really what this. Oh, sorry about the bad focus. Man, focus horrible today. But this thing was, I think, in a big bulk buy of electronics that I had for $10. It was a great deal in the States. So it was just lying in there. I tested it out. It does work. At least power's on and everything. I can't test it beyond that. Sold it for 36 as is. It's taken, I don't know, a good 4 or 5 months to sell, 6 months, maybe more than that now. Who knows? But we'll take it. Easy money there. And I did sell it as is. It probably does work, but hopefully the original buyer will be able to test it further, or the buyer will be able to test it further. And if anything else sells, I will let you guys know. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with the what sold for the weekend. I want to say 50 or 51 sales, maybe more by the end of this thing, but we'll go ahead and get a look at these. Quite a bit of stuff, not much clothing, but a bunch of hard goods. Definitely pleased with that. We even have a couple of items on the floor because we ran out of room. So let's get started. First off, a Care Bear here. This sold for like 32 bucks, I think. I think I paid $1 for it at a garage sale. These bigger Care Bears usually go for anywhere from 25 to about 40 bucks, depending on which one you have, the condition. I think my wife ended up washing that one up, getting it clean, and we got 32 bucks for that. So pretty good deal. Cool thing about them is you can kind of shove them into a box or put them in a poly bag and squeeze the air out, and they'll fit into a smaller box and usually go for a little over a pound, 2 pounds, somewhere around there. This is a new brand of shoe, these Matteo Massimos. They are genuine alligator, I believe. Yeah, handmade in Italy. These were at Savers for 25 bucks or something like that. I took a chance on them because they looked cool. They ended up selling for 140 shipped. Got a lot of offers right around that 80 to 100 range, and I was hoping for about 120. Someone shot me a 140 offer out the gate, and it was good. I did check the bottoms. You always want to put some pressure on them, see if they're given at all, and these ones are not. There's no like weak points or anything, so a lot of life left in those shoes. So that was cool. GameCube black console. We'll move this over a little bit. GameCube black console here. No cords or no controllers or games. Comes with a real power cord and aftermarket AV cable. That's sold in about 3 days for 64 ship. Does work. Easy listing there. Here's this waffle Baccarat. I don't know. That's what it is. This was with Storage Unit Guy, just one of the buys I had with him, and ended up selling for 29 shipped. Only took like 2 weeks to sell though, so not too bad. A little Lego City sold for 10 shipped, $9 and some change on sale or something like that. That's from the $1,600 Lego and Toy Buy. I think I had 2 of them, and finally sold the second one. Here's some Ninja replacement little cups here. There's 2 of them. These sold for like 24 shipped. I gotta wipe that off better, but those sold for like 24 shipped. They may even go first class when they're put together. Dolphins hat. It's a Team NFL one. This one sold for 15 bucks on a best offer, which I'm okay with for a hat. A couple of inks. These are 2 sets of the 61 tricolor and blacks. These are from the free ink buy, or free ink deal, I should say, where I got them for free. These sold for 29 shipped each. So 29 there and 29 there. Different buyers, though, not the same one. This is a Harry Potter wand. It's actually Draco Malfoy. It sold for like 18 or 20 shipped. With these Harry Potter wands, my wife had bought them at Walmart. There's a mystery wand. You don't know what you're going to get. They were on clearance for $5. She bought like 60 of them or something like that. I don't know how many it was. It was quite a bit. And we ended up selling them off for anywhere from 20 to 25 bucks each. They shipped first class. And we opened them all. We made a couple of sets of the complete 9, and we sold 4 sets of complete 9, anywhere from like 170 to 200 bucks, somewhere in there. And then we sold some individually when we didn't have enough to make a set. So that was a pretty good deal. This is one of the stragglers, 20 bucks there. This is a municipal pier terminal. It's one of the Cornerstone train, the Walthers Cornerstone train model kit, HO scale. This is from the big train buy from one of a guy who might become my source. I always say that I'm not sure yet. We've made some deals. We're trying to make some more. Sometimes he has junk, and sometimes he has awesome stuff, and it's just hard, or his prices are just way off. So we haven't figured it out yet, but hopefully it'll become another avenue for me to buy. But I've been doing well on these. This one sold for like 45 shipped. It is open but brand new. Here is a Coca-Cola Bear bowling ball. I bought a Coca-Cola bowling ball and a Dallas Cowboys bowling bag for $2. Sold the bag, I think, for 60, the Cowboys bag. And then this guy sold for 44 shipped. These always do really well for me. These like specialized bowling balls. Sometimes it can take a while. This one's I think a 10-pounder or something like that. But I've done well. I've done a Miller Lite one. I've done SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron. I think I have a Arizona Diamondbacks one right now. So don't sleep on those. They usually fit for me in a 10 by 10 by 10 box. And then sometimes it's like a pirate ship or FedEx Smart Post. Usually what it ends up going in. I can still make some money there. Again, it was only $2. This is one of those. This guy's gonna roll around, so we're gonna put him down. Sorry about that. HP Ink page wide. I bought these. They were $14.99 at the store, but I found a set of them at this discount store that were listed for $5. So she said because they were marked $5, she would sell me all that I had in my basket for $5. Any other ones though, she wanted them to be sold at $14.99. I got like 10 of them or something, and this one I still gotta clean up. This stuff actually rubs off with the magic eraser, I think it is, and then this just peels off. But I got $60 shipped on these. I paid $5 plus tax. At one time I got like 100 and I got 80 on one, but the prices keep dropping. This is my third one to sell. We're already in the profits and I still have the rest left. So even if I had to get rid of them, we still, I don't know, tripled our money almost or something like that when it's all said and done. Maybe I sold 4, I don't know. But either way, they were a good buy. Look out for discount stores, guys. Here's a SpongeBob scrub top. Pretty cool, like Hawaiian looking one. Paid $2, sold for 20 shipped. Had so many offers for that thing for $10, $12, and finally someone paid full price. Here's a Sony TV remote, sold for 12 shipped. Pretty new listing, probably had up for a couple weeks, but sometimes I'll list my remotes a little bit higher just to squeeze $1 or $2 extra out. This is a Legrand little USB kind of charging outlet here. This one was $2, I think, at a garage sale, and it sold for 16 shipped. It will go first class. Another toy from the $1,600 buy. This is the Undead Genosian CW34. This one sold for 20 shipped on a best offer. Here's a Littlest Pet Shop Siamese cat, I believe it is. That sold for 12 shipped, maybe. And if I'm wrong, guys, there's so many items. It's just hard for me to keep track. I don't know. Even when there's not, sometimes I still can't keep track, though. So a Bakugan toy. This is also from the $1,600 buy. This one sold, I think, for 24 shipped or 20 shipped, something like that. So pretty cool there. Got a couple of books going out. This is a lot of Disney Baby's First books. They're not in perfect shape, which I said in the listing. They're cool books, but some of them are kind of got some creasing and stuff. And I threw a bunch away because they were really trash. These were the ones that were like the best of the ones that we had, and these weren't even perfect. But I ended up selling this lot of 23 for like $44. I paid $25, I think, for a bunch of books from one of my sources. And it wasn't really a great buy, but he thought it was. He needed some money to go buy some more storage unit stuff. And I bought some other stuff from him, and he threw these in because he needed 25 more bucks. So we made our money, plus I got a couple of extra things to sell. But if you find these little Disney First books, they do sell. Here's a set of Thomas Kincaid's. 6 of them, hardcover books. They were $1 each, but I get 30% off. So whatever that ends up being, and I think I rounded up. It's at the library store. Those sold for like 20-something ship, 30 ship, somewhere around there. They go medium mail, so an easy listing. Some video game stuff. Need for Speed PSP. There's actually 2 of them here. Different. Sorry they're not out, but there is a second one. You can kind of see it. Those sold for like 16 shipped. Iron Man for PS3 always sells well. Sold for like 10 or 11 shipped. That's disc only. Crash Nitro Kart, you'll see the picture. Old listing, guys. Very old listing. It's just a demo disc. This sold for like $6. I figured a collector might want it. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City, or episodes from Liberty City, sold for like 6 and some change. Bad Street Baller for Nintendo sold for 7 and some change. This game always sells well. It's my second time selling it. It sold for like 40-something shipped. Shadow Hearts Covenant, PS2 game. This game you would think would be worth something like, just by the title, and if you don't follow video games, you're like, oh yeah, for sure. No, it's off like 6 shit. Haven for PS2, another game you think, it might be worth something, $6 and some change. I wouldn't recommend listing those two. They've taken forever to sell, and they finally sold on a sale. Some media type stuff. Had a bunch of CDs. You guys may have seen the video for this, I'm not sure, but I bought a bunch of CDs from Storage Unit Guy. I kind of lotted them up into different lots. Here is Slipknot, 3 of them. Iowa, and then there's Volume 3, and I think just a self-titled one. Those sold for 12 shipped. Cut Close, or by Surrender. That sold for, what is it, 12 or 8 ship right there. 8 ship is kind of the lowest I want to be for an individual CD. Concert for George. Oh, I didn't even take that off. I paid $3 for this at a Savers. There was a tag on the front too. Or no, a Goodwill. And that sold for No, it wasn't a Goodwill. Angel View, technically. And that sold for 20 shipped. I'll peel that off. Easy listing, media mail. Here's some more CDs that are with Slipknot ones. This is Vicente or Vicente, whatever, Fernandez. These ones sold for 25 shipped, 24 shipped. There is a crack there, but they do work. South Park Season 12 sold for like 8 shipped. We're moving along, guys. Here's a Russell branded knife. You guys may be able to see that. Russell right there, belt knife. This came from Storage Unit Guy. Unfortunately, got some engraving in there, but this with the sheath ended up selling for 75 shipped on a best offer. It's a cool knife. Just wish it didn't have these engravings in there. Alias seasons 1 through 4. The cool thing about this was when I was with Storage Unit Guy, I bought seasons 1 through 3, and I listed them for 30 shipped. Then I show up to Savers like a week later, and I see season 4 and season 3, but I already had it. But season 4 for $3.99 and a 20% off coupon, but I ended up paying tax, so it's like 11% off or whatever. I picked it up because it was complete, added it to this, added the listing, and upped it $10, and then it sold this week. So 40 shipped on those, which is pretty cool. I ended up basically making an extra $5 or so just because I bought that one extra DVD, and it made it sell quicker. This is the worst listing of the weekend, these Maxell tapes. They ended up selling for 9 shipped or something like that, and technically they don't go medium mail. I think they're going to go over £1, so we probably won't make anything on those. Here is a Ravensburger puzzle. This was actually from a raffle we won. It came with a bunch of puzzles and games and stuff from a little thingy to buy raffle, like a fundraiser. And I just was looking around and ended up listing this, and it sold for 33 shipped like in 4 days. It is brand new sealed, so I think we paid $20 in raffles, so we probably made our money back just on this. And we've had that for, I don't know, almost a year, just sitting in a pile of games and stuff we got. Summer Waves, I did not pay $30 for this. I got these from one of my sources. He had 6 of these and one of another size, and I paid $70, plus I got a bunch of filters. This sold for 45 shipped. These ones usually just go on a poly mailer for me, and they end up, I think, going pirate ship or FedEx home delivery almost every time, anywhere from like 12 to about $20 to ship it usually. It is a little heavy, but the thing is it's kind of fairly compact in size. So we make a little bit on those. Once we sell them all, we've already sold 2 of this size and one of the smaller sizes, we will make pretty good money. Plus we have 30 or something filters that should sell, especially as things improve weather-wise, they seem to sell a little bit better. Batman, Play Arts, Arkham City figure. Took a best offer on this guy of 60 shipped. He was listed at 70, which I was happy with. That came out of the $1,200 buy from Storage Unit Guy. We're I don't know, 500 and something in sales. So we're getting there. It's going to be slow. I think I ended up listing like 3,000 in products. So once it all sells, it will be good. It's just going to take a long time to get there. Holy Bible here. This is one of the Due Ramus version or whatever. This one sold for 37 shipped. The cool thing about this was it was a couple bucks or whatever at a garage sale. Listed it sold full price, global shipping. So that's great. There's a order detail. The note says, "Thank you for the purchase. This was way too hard to pay for. I will never shop here again." That's what the note said. And I'm like, he had 0 feedback. So obviously it's his first buy. Plus it's global shipping, which I've never gone and purchased something through global shipping, but I'm sure it's a little bit more complicated. So who knows? We could get a negative out of this one, but he did say thank you. But he definitely made it clear he would not be, I think it's a guy, would not be buying from them again. So interesting thing there. Little yearbook here, Sandberg Pride of Glendora. I spent $60 on yearbooks, junior high and high school ones. I've already sold, I think, a couple from there for $35 or something. And then this one sold for 50 shipped, and it sold within a couple days, which was great. Happy about that. Couple of shop manuals. The Hyundai 91 Sonata sold for like 13 shipped, 12 and some change. These ones aren't really valuable, the last couple of 3, but they all came from the $500 manual buy. Plus, they go medium mail, so they end up costing $4 to ship, something like that. So we make a little bit, maybe $5-6 each. A Climbers Chevy and GMC one. This one sold for, again, 12 or 13 shipped. And a Fisher body manual, somewhere around there, 11 something, 12 shipped. There's those. And we're down to the last 2 things, at least for right now. There's actually more to show you guys, which will show up in the next clip. At least one more thing. Some Hobbit figures. There's 6 of them here. That one's pretty cool. These were $10 at a garage sale. I think we got one extra figure, if I'm not mistaken, which we ended up lotting or selling by itself. These ones sold for 60 shipped. It's probably going to cost us 15, 18 bucks to ship them FedEx. They're not really heavy, except for this one's a little bit, but these ones are pretty light. But by the time I get them in a nice box, probably cost that much. So it was an okay deal. I mean, we're definitely going to make some money. They didn't have much value individually. I think we sold the other figure for like 15. And then these guys are, I wasn't going to open them, but I figure I will now. These are a bunch of cassettes. Sorry for the questionable camera work, but they're all Spanish artists from what I can tell. I got all these for $10 at a garage sale. Parted out a bunch of the ones that I've had the same artists, like Ana Gabriel, Vicente Fernandez ones, or Vincente, however you'd pronounce it, and other artists that had like a bunch of those Los Buquis, Bukis. Those of you who speak Spanish probably can laugh, but also maybe correct me in the in the comments. But all these things, are 60 of them or so. These sold for 100 shipped on the best offer, which I am happy with. I paid 10, plus we made about 6 lots of other cassettes, plus I got 8 tracks from some Spanish artists. So it was a great buy, and $100 shipped on these is awesome. So that's it for right now. I'll show you guys in the next clip what else sold. Final couple sales here from the weekend. A Toxic Crusader figure. This one sold for like 12 shipped or something. He was 50 cents at a garage sale. And then a yearbook in El Medina High School, 1987. I think this is from Orange, California. This one's kind of beat up, real beat up actually, but it sold for like 25 or 26 shipped.